Bonjour. Today I want to try something different. We're going to do, so one pole, person one, pole two, person two. So this is someone you're in separation with. And I'm feeling someone, this is like a no contact reading, but it's not as if you and this person made a decision, we're going to go no contact. You just have not had contact with this person for a long time. I just heard distance, so you could be there's physical distance between you two, and there's also been a long time of no contact, but you haven't spoken to this person in a long time. So pole one, pole two, person two, and then in the middle is going to be the energy between you. But I just want to confirm those signs first to see if we get distance, or if we get cycles, that'll be, it's been some time since you've spoken to this person. Okay. Okay, so fire sign, that's important. Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you and the person. Give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. Straight away when I saw that, one, confirming that it's been a long time since you've actually talked to this person, and also that because there's been so much time, at the moment your team are trying to show you in some way, shape or form that to still have faith. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. So it's been some time and you still hold on hope. It's like I'm getting this hesitation, like they want you to know that it's not for nothing. And then health. So health issues could arise. You could be having health concerns right now. Maybe you need to see a doctor. You've been putting off doing that. And or you may have been feeling like this situation that you're of this person you're in no contact with. You're worried that that holding on to them is going to create health issues for you. I just want to get one more. Patience, there it is. That's what I was saying, not cycles. I mean, you could have had many cycles with this person, but just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. And that's what I was thinking when I saw that, give it time. I think the time here is what's really been affecting you. Yeah, air sign. So you've been really stuck in your head about how much time has passed here, and they're saying just a little bit longer. All the things that you have been desiring, or the thing that you've been desiring with this person, it's not for nothing. That was confession that flipped over. Distance flipped over. I think there is distance here. Gold digger. So this fire sign, I think you feel used by them, and perhaps part of this is why you feel so conflicted about why this person's still on your mind even after all this time, because you feel like they did not treat you properly. Maybe you feel like they used you for your money, but if it's not for your money, you just feel like this person kind of either led you on or made promises they couldn't keep. You felt undervalued. Gambling, problems with addictions, gambling. So that was definitely something that, for that to confirm, give it time. I feel like the issues that this person had that affected this relationship is why there was space needed. And because of how much space has been, how much time has passed, you're in doubt over this, and it affects your mental health, perhaps even your physical health, over how much time it's been. But things like addictions and bad habits and things that have accumulated for you and this person over your whole life thus far, it's not going to change overnight. So when they say give it time, this person, you both have needed significant time, and that no contact is what makes you go stir crazy, not the fact that things needed to change, but because there's been silence between the two of you for so long. But time clearly has been needed here, especially if they made you feel this way, feeling used. Intuition, trust your intuition. That's what I'm saying. Your overthinking mind affects you, your intuition about this person. Your intuition tells you that this is something that's meant to happen, but then your overthinking mind and the doubts start creeping in, and then you start wondering if you're seeing something that's not there, if you're delusional, all that stuff, and then you spiral in your mind over it. All right, patience. Someone else, someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. For that to confirm patience, I think that that's because not only did this person not treat you the best, but whatever their addictions were, it doesn't have to be substances or gambling. It could just be negative environments, being around people that enable the bad behavior, family and friends that didn't like the influence maybe you had over this person. There's always karmic energy. When there's a connection that's meant to be, there is always, dark energy, karmic energy that will try and come between you. And a lot of times it's people coming in between you, and they don't even know that that's what their function is, to come in between you. All they know is that they will feel the need to advise this person not to be with you and all this sort of stuff, and it's coming from jealousy, and they don't even realize that's where it's coming from. They don't realize that it's this karmic energy that's trying to interfere. People don't know what their role is when they're doing it. It's kind of even like serendipitously someone bumps into you on the street and it makes you late for something, but it was meant to. That person that bumped into you didn't realize that they bumping into you was meant to make you late, and that was going to save your life. You don't see what would have played out. Neither of you know what that role was that you had in that moment, but you had it. So sometimes karmic people know exactly what they're doing, and they're negative and they don't like the influence you have, and that happens a lot with family. They're threatened by a partner coming in and having a good influence over their brother, sister, child, because they don't want things to change, and they will actively scheme to get rid of that person. And then sometimes they don't even know that that's why they're doing it. They're just doing it. I don't know why I felt like that needed to be said, but I think that whoever this someone else is, this is family, friends, situations that the universe is clearing out right now for this person to be able to be with you again. And that's why it needs time here. Okay, I just want to grab one more. Someone is unavailable, they'll be back, expect to hear from them soon. And move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. So I think that this is what I mean about someone being in the middle, someone trying to sabotage this, because I think that this person has had a lot of people around them telling them to move on and enabling certain things that they shouldn't be doing. There it is, distance. So confirmation, there is distance between you and this person. I think there's someone around them with that it is either a full-blown narcissist or has narcissistic tendencies that has some kind of hold over this person connected to you. But they are about to be back and you've got date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. So because there's physical distance as well, I think that has been... that has helped whoever this leech energy is keep this person away from you. I hope that's making sense. I feel like I'm not making sense. Commitment. Things are about to get serious. I think that whatever this karmic situation is that has had a hold on this person connected to you has kept them in silence for a very long time. And because you're doubting the silence... plus the distance, you're questioning your intuition, but little do you know that things are moving in the background, and just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. Okay. Person 1, person 2, the energy between you. Okay, so person 1, what is the current energy in this dynamic for this person? Okay, we've got 3 of Wands. Expansion, confidence, waiting period, again, timing, success, relocation, receiving opportunities. So that could be even part of it too. You might not even know that this person has an opportunity that is incoming that will bring them to you. So they might be on the verge of getting some kind of offer, some kind of job offer that requires them to move where you are, and they might be relocating closer to you. And all these things are steps being taken behind the scenes that you don't know about that is bringing them closer to you. And it might even be that them moving away from the situation or the karmic people that are getting in the middle of this connection, that distance will be put between them and those people to allow them that space to realize how much those people were keeping them away from you. This is where the divine will intervene, because it's like these people are holding you back from your path. So we're going to put distance between you and them so that you can not just be with the person you're supposed to be with, but have the life you're meant to be having. All right, person 2. Oh. Page of Wands. Lots of fire. And remember, you got fire signs. So that's messages. Non-commitment, free spirit, curious, creative talent, impulsive, and ideas. I think person 2 is feeling very... drawn to reaching out, but also feeling like, I don't know, I'm feeling with this because this to me is like an impulsive message, but then I'm getting this hesitation again. I keep feeling this hesitation, like someone keeps hesitating to reach out. All right, this is the energy between you right now. Oh, 2 for that. We have Eating and necklace, interesting. Cultural connections, again, that could be the someone in the middle, someone trying to sabotage this. Avoiding overindulgence, emotionally and physically satisfied. So that's interesting because of health. I think perhaps the energy between you both right now, if you're mirroring, it could be that you're both actually actively trying to work on your mental and physical health right now, watching what you put into your body, making sure you're exercising, avoiding negativity and allowing certain energies in your space. With necklace, commitment or a promise of feeling bound together spiritually. And I think that because you're not in contact, there's distance. You guys haven't spoken in, I just heard, years. So 1-2 years at least of no conversation, but you're still spiritually bound to one another. Being valued and adored, good memories. 555, there is a big change coming. 3940. All right. Divine intervention was underneath that. A higher power is stepping in to help you on your path. Ancestral and angelic help. Exactly. I'm going to take that. Okay, person 1. And temperance was under Page of Wands. So alchemizing the energy and balancing out, healing that energy so that they can transform. And I think this is where that hesitation comes in, because they're trying to be patient and not impulsively reach out, especially if they don't feel necessarily 100% ready to make some kind of commitment yet. Not because they're not desiring that, but because they're trying to make sure they're actually in a place where they can make some kind of commitment. But moderation is definitely something that you're both working on. Interestingly though, that's in reverse, and Page of Wands again being very impulsive. I think the hesitation, I keep feeling this like tightness in my chest, like this, someone pushing me back, like holding me back. I feel like this person internally is holding themselves back, even though they so badly want to reach out to you. Because Wands is a lot of passion, a lot of forward movement, a lot of action. They just want to do it, but then something's holding them back. Person 1. 3 of Pentacles. Interesting. 3-3 for you, or person 1. Because I don't, for this collective, you could be person 1 or person 2. You'll know, whichever one resonates. But this is about collaboration and teamwork. Dedication, project, relentless, determined to succeed. So I think right now for you as well, you're feeling like even though this connection is still heavily on your mind and in your heart, you are wanting to move forward in your life, and you're actively seeking, I just heard actively seeking opportunities to launch your life further. You're wanting opportunities in your life. You might even be asking the universe, praying for opportunities to reveal themselves to you, which is interesting because I said before, this person might be on the verge of getting an offer that moves them closer to you. And that first card, 3 of Wands, is about relocation. There is something about an offer incoming. It hasn't happened yet, that will require whichever pile you resonate with is going to bring you or this person closer to you. And it's like going to feel like kismet, like they were meant to get that job offer and take it because it brought them to you, or is bringing you to this person. Okay. Pile 2, person 2. I had to get out of TikTok and get back in because the screen was glitching so bad. But Eight of Wands came out and I was saying, oh my God, there's so much fire here. And for person 2, there is so much, like this person's burning at, like, what was I hearing? Bursting at the seams to reach out to you, because Eight of Wands after Page of Wands, both impulsive messages. This is quick communication. Even though you got, give it time, just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. I think that this person is coming in soon. Or, again, whichever pole, whether you resonate with pole 1 or pole 2, or you might feel yourself in both parts. There is a lot of fire, a lot of forward movement. This is action, impulse, passion. And it's on both sides, although pole 1, there's a mixture of earth and fire. So there's a bit of more grounding. I think that whoever the pile is that wants to move towards the person, that's the person that's eager to reach out. Okay, let's get this in between energy. Energy between person 1 and person 2. Messages, communication, social media. They might be keeping track of your social media. Fast, quick, karma, fast moving, positive news. If this person as well is presented in the past as quite selfish and you felt used, or you feel like, I mean, you could be the person that knows you used someone. If you're the one that's wanting to move to someone because there's distance, and you know that you've acted selfishly in the past and you're desperate to communicate with this person because it's been so long and you've been hesitating for so long and you don't want to hesitate anymore, I think that momentum building is because they're trying to push you to this person. Money. So money is a big issue here. Well, not an issue so much as something that this person to... I'm getting really muddled with person 1 and person 2. So you might see yourself in both piles, like I said. But this is about being empowered and being independent. And I think as well with that gambling, there's someone in the middle, the being used, all that stuff. Whoever the person is that's about to receive this opportunity to move closer to the other one, this has been a big part of why there's been silence for so long, because perhaps there's this feeling of not being enough because there wasn't financial stability, there wasn't stability in general in all areas of life, and wanting to have that stability before making some kind of offer out of fear of not wanting things to crumble again. Okay. Temperance on the other pile as well. So you've got temperance on both piles. Pluto, transformation. So this person 2, is going through a big transformation right now. And I think this, just a few more months, good things come to those who wait, is the transformation, because this person's coming back. They're going through the rebirth. And while they're going through that rebirth, they're regenerating and they're going through deep changes and gaining that power. It's interesting too how both piles, temperance is in reverse, which is the opposite of moderation. It's not wanting to wait anymore. I think you're actually mirroring each other. You're both really wanting to see each other again and be... I think that maybe is why you're feeling this amp up of energy, because it's like you're both getting really close to coming back together. And maybe that's causing both of you to feel imbalanced because the energy is quite like, it's that vibration, like the magnets getting closer together, and so they're starting to like, do you know what I'm saying? Waves. It's like the sonic waves. What is that called? God, I'm struggling to get my sentences out, but this is adaptability and resilience, emotional depth, adventure, growth through challenges. So again, I feel as though the time here, the distance and the time of no contact, remember years here, equilibrium I just heard. You both needed that time and space to recalibrate and balance your energies, because when you're close together, it's very high energy. I'm getting pulled to these nautical twilight cards. So let's see. I just want to see, because I feel as though lighthouse, but in reverse, losing sight of your path, confusion about where the relationship is headed. And that's what I was feeling, ignoring the signals and signs, confusion, lack of vision, misdirection, lost. You're both really unclear about how the other one feels, which naturally, it's been years of no contact, there's a distance, so neither of you knows that the other feels this way about the other one. So you're both feeling lost. But then there's a hope that even though you're not sure how the other one feels, that if you're feeling this way, surely the other person does. Sailing solo flipped over. Harpoon of truth. This is the truth that needs to come through. Need to re-examine feelings and goals. Determine if both are on the same page. That is exactly what I was just saying. Be honest with your feelings and then be honest with theirs. Harsh truths, the emotional breakthroughs, the honesty. Message in a bottle. I think this, either pile 1 or pile 2. Pile 2 is the one that's coming through. Unexpected news, long distance connection. Confirmation, double confirmation that there is a distance between you and this person. A surprise romantic gesture and synchronicities, messages from afar. How interesting. All right, so let me get, I want to get a timing card just to see if they'll show me how long it's been since you've actually had contact. I did hear 1 to 2 years, 2 years more. At least 2 years of no contact. Just around the corner. So you are about to hear from this person. May. So we're going into April now. In a couple of days. So May. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. In less than a month. At a special date. So maybe there's a special date in April. The full moon in April is the 3rd, so not long. Maybe the full moon in April is important. It's not the right time, so that's why they're saying give it time. But less than a month is nothing. I think you're going to be shocked when this comes through, because it's kind of like one of those things where if you're pining after someone for years and there's been distance and no contact, you just get used to it, even though you're wanting it. So then when it finally comes through, it's like it still shocks you, even though that's what you secretly have been wanting for so long. They're not going to give me any more, so I'll just leave it at that. So it's not the right time, but in less than a month, which is around the corner. Okay, I'm going to get the Divine Truth deck and get a bit more information about what's coming here. Just got very lightheaded. Psychic and mirroring. Exactly. Everything's matching what I'm saying. Your intuition scares me. How do you really know about me. Your soul is a mirror of my own. So you two are mirroring right now. Thank you for treating me with love and respect. So your psychic abilities right now really are activated at the moment, and it's the red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later is speaking more to 1111. The signs and synchronicities that give you peace in your soul when you see them, that's the truth, not the stuff that makes you then start overthinking and spiraling. But you two are mirroring right now, and I think that you're mirroring this urgency to want to hear from the other one. You're both really wanting to see some kind of movement. Oh, best friends, we share everything with one another. You get me and I get you. So that's the other thing. It's like if you miss someone that you really feel like gets you, that you can be silly with, that you can be serious with, happy with, it's just, you miss having your best friend around, the person that you want to call when things are good or bad. Divine Masculine with 3D, which so makes sense because Divine Masculines really get bound to the 3D, and they're the ones that have a lot of the karmic situations that bound them. So family and friends that rely on them financially, or just basically keep them stuck in life, bound to traditions and cultural ways of thinking, and all under the guise of wanting them to be happy, but they keep them stuck. And especially because money came out in that other deck, I think that the masculine has been programmed to focus so much on providing for other people that they're not focusing on what's right for them. But they're aware, they're awakened, and the divine are calling them to take action. And the divine masculine being in a position to protect and provide, they need to feel like they're financially in a good position. So again, if they're the ones, if you're the masculine and you're either about to move, or you're maybe about to receive some kind of offer that moves you closer to this person, you're wanting to feel stable in your position, so that you, again, the whole time it's been wanting to feel stable enough to even offer this person something. And as well, for that to confirm psychic, the masculine is maybe getting visions of the future, visions of a stable life with their feminine. Because the masculine can be just as psychic, just as intuitively inclined. The Hierophant, I just heard. Telepath. Communicating telepathically. I think as well, you're both mirroring the 3D world right now. So because the 3D world isn't reflecting back to you what you both are actually wanting your life to look like, you're going through some big changes right now, both of you. And if you're not going through, I stopped myself, chasing, regretting their past actions and realizing letting you go was a huge mistake. I think the mirroring with the chasing is perhaps the feminine was the chaser for a long time, even if it wasn't that they were reaching out or, stalking socials, but energetically constantly thinking about their masculine, wondering when they're going to come back, wondering if they're going to come back, chasing energetically that way. It's like the mirror's being flipped now, and now the masculine is ready to chase. Fantasizing under best friends. I fantasize about our future together, our home, kids, vacation. I want it all. I love that. not only is it that this is a connection where it's like you feel like each other's best friend, but there's just, you just want to do everything in life together and you don't want to wait anymore. There's this urgency to just be like, I'm tired of pretending I don't care. I'm tired of wondering. I just want to live my life and to have my person by my side. Speak up. I am not letting you go and you will hear from me very soon. Don't give up on me. There is something coming in very soon. They keep pulling me towards the song deck. So let's get a couple of songs and then I want to get SJ Oracle and I want to get the Intuit Twin Flame deck. So let's see what songs come out for you. Oh, Without Me by Halsey. Hang on. Good as Hell by Lizzo and Cold Water by Major Lazer and Justin Bieber. I Hate You, I Love You by Ganache. Or is it Ganache? One more. Getting a lot of pink coming out too. So heart chakra's big here. Pink and green at heart chakra. I Miss You by Clean Bandit and Need You Now by Lady A. And then Hard Place by Her. And I'll put those over here so I'll add them up here later. Oh. I'll get into it first. SJ Oracle first actually, and then we'll get the Intuit. And then I want to get a couple of messages to see what you want to say to each other. Chaser again. I just heard Fire Horse as well. So now we're in the astrological new year. The Fire Horse, inner child healing, that's good. Crown chakra, trusting your intuition, your divine power. Reignited. Old flame, past lover, returns. This is very, they're coming back type thing, but chaser. This person, I think. You've got divorce here too, but I think that speaks more to, you could have divorced this person, but if you didn't, it's more about a breakup. Inner child healing is happening right now, and it's launching this connection forward to reignite. And underneath that, divine counterpart. And look at all that fire. Love of self, but love of others and union. With an old flame, a past lover returns. This is very twin flame coded. Finances again. Finances keeps coming out. Money is a big thing here. I think the masculine has, whoever the masculine is in this connection, whether it's you or the person connected to you, needing to feel financially stable, like they've got their life together, like they're really fulfilling their purpose. Because when they don't feel fulfilled in that, they're not feeling like they're protecting, they're providing, and it makes them feel less than. They need to feel like they're secure in that to be able to offer something. And that might have even been missing you. Might have been a big part of the breakup because they just felt not good enough for you at the time. Shaman, plant medicine, part two mama, sound healing. Right person, wrong time. I think finances was a big thing that made this relationship feel like it was falling apart in the past because there wasn't that stability. But there is definitely a reunion about to happen here, and it's not long. I think that's why this energy is vibrating so high. On the same frequency. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm really feeling lightheaded, so I actually feel like this energy is really, this is close, very close. Okay. Number 8, I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. I know I need to stay positive. Are you? Number 8, hang on. 6, 7 fell on the ground. You've got communicate and union came out together. 6, 7. Please contact me. I may not respond, but knowing you care opens my heart. I think that you need to stay strong, because the masculine, to feel like they're really taking control of their life, they need to be the one to balance the connection and be the one to reach out. Because if they're waiting for you to reach out, then they're just sitting there acting like they need to be chased. But to be in your divine masculine energy, you go after what you want. You need to be the one that takes control, takes charge, balances the connection, and goes after what you want. The universe brought us together for a reason. I'm discovering what these reasons are. Karmic ties. I'm struggling with codependency. I'm afraid to let go of my old coping mechanisms. And that straight away made me think of, that's why perhaps if this masculine needs to either look for jobs that take them away from their friends and family, because there needs to be distance. There's something about the apron strings needing to be cut here. They need to have distance between these people so that they can really carve out their own life. And until they do that, they're going to feel karmically bound by these people. And remember, in the beginning, someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. I think their surroundings are what's keeping them bound right now. Telepathic messages. I feel your energy around me and I wonder, are you thinking of me too? So we've got 6th of July, 2nd of January. April. 8th of April could be an important date. Just like you, I'm always doing some form of mission. My energy and wisdom supports those around me. So that's the other thing with the karmic ties. If they feel responsible for their family and they feel like they're needed where they are, it's like an obligation that guilts them into staying stuck. And that's where they're needing to, that's why they're having the fire lit under them to spread their wings and go create their own path. And until they actually until there's distance, they're going to keep feeling that way. But something's moving in them right now. I'm trying to figure out this connection. I've never experienced anything like it before. Number 3. Number 7, communication again. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now, my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but know that I do want to talk to you. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. Last one. My heart is opening to love and guiding me back to you. Sometimes I feel like you're speaking to me in my head. At times it triggers me because I wonder how much you can see into me. This person really, I think they know that when they actually lock eyes with you or they actually talk to you again for the first time in however long, I think this person worries that they're just going to fall apart because it's been so long. And it's kind of like that first point of contact after so long. It's just like You forget everything you want to say. But I don't think that there's much holding them back anymore. I think for a long time this person had their reasons for holding back and staying in silence, but it's like there's not much holding them back anymore, and there's a reason for that. Number 8 again, so August could be important. You show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. Should I get this or love book first? I'll get these. So let's see what comes out. What messages does this person have for you? I'm leaving. Again, I think this person, either you or the person connected to you, is leaving their situation to move towards the other. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served me and hindered my growth. That's been the reoccurring theme. The people they surround themselves with has hindered their growth, and they've got a fire lit under them now, and they're moving forward. It doesn't matter what happens now. And this also as well, because fire has been so prominent in this. This is someone that needs change. They need excitement. They need travel. They need movement, because otherwise they feel stuck and stagnant when they're not moving and changing their life, and they're desperately wanting growth. It's not about running away from their problems. It's about what their soul needs to feel alive. That was "You're so smart, you have me figured out." You're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough. Gaslighting you. I have been lying to you and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. So this person knows that they need to reveal a lot to you. The masculine needs to reveal things to the feminine about why it's been so long, what they've been through, expressing to them the things that they know that they did wrong. There's a lot of things that need to happen in this conversation that this masculine is aware of. That they made the feminine feel crazy for a lot of things because they weren't ready to face up to it yet. There's healing to happen here. Mother wounds. That's the karmic ties. Their mother. They're lost. I feel lost without you. So they're leaving the situation that they've felt bound to, an enmeshment with their mother, feeling obligated or culturally bound by their mother. My mother is a big influence on my behavior now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to the divine feminine energy within me and externally. And when it's mother wounds, usually that's when the masculine will pick up these vindictive tendencies or this victim mentality, because they feel as though their mother didn't protect them and they always had to protect their mother, financially, physically, and they always had to be strong and always positive, and their feelings were never validated. It was always, you just had to get on with things. And so that then means that when they're with a feminine that knows how to express their emotions, they think that their feminine is trying to manipulate them because that's what their siblings did. So then they project that wound onto the feminine, thinking the feminine's doing that as well. But this to me feels like, because that's to confirm you're so special, I think that they see the truth now. They see that you're just someone that knows how to, that you have that nurturing, beautiful, divine energy within you, something that they were lacking for a long time because they didn't necessarily get that from their mother. and they mistook it for manipulation or something. They just didn't see you clearly, but they see you clearly now. Or again, if you're the masculine, you're seeing your feminine clearly now. Soon, I'm going to contact you soon. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. And again, that's why that message about contact me, I feel as though the masculine really needs to be the one to reach out, because if they don't feel like they're leading the connection. They don't feel like they're in, they need to be like, that's what I want. I'm going after it no matter what. So if they're sitting around waiting for you to be the one to reach out, they're not going to have that sense of pride, that urge to make things happen in their life. They need to take control of their lives and make that move and balance the connection and lead it. So yes, that might sound a bit full on to be like, you're mine, but to feel like they're really going after the life they want, they need to be the one to go after it. But they are going to contact, you are going to contact them soon, or you're about to be contacted from your masculine soon. Okay, moving forward. Gemini, I wasn't always there for you when you needed me the most. Instead of trying to comfort you, I would jump ship because I couldn't deal with my own emotions, let alone yours. This is what I'm saying. When the feminine has a lot of emotions and they're dealing with it, and the masculine is looking at it as you're trying to manipulate me with your tears and this and that, it's misdirected anger because of what they experienced from feminine examples around their mothers, sisters, whoever, aunties, whatever, manipulating those around them with their emotions, or having to act tough even though they're dying inside. And so if you were the kind of feminine that was very emotional and they could not be emotional, they would then lash out at you, and anytime the feminine needed the masculine would run. Or even if the feminine wanted reassurance and the masculine just, their pride would not let them give the feminine reassurance when it's the simplest thing to do. Inner turmoil. I am bounded physically, mentally, and spiritually, but they're not actually. I feel there is no way out from where I am, but that's about to change. I feel imprisoned because of my own doing. That's true. I'm trying to fight my inner demons, but it's just so difficult at times. And I think that's the other thing too. They're realizing as well that there's been, every time the feminine has needed their masculine, they've either not been in their life, or when it's been during the connection, they've abandoned their feminine in some way, shape or form, whether they've not been nice to them, or they've left them in silent treatment, or they've walked away from them, left them dealing with all their emotions on their own without helping at all. This masculine knows that they have not been there properly to comfort their feminine, and so that creates inner turmoil, knowing that they've got a lot of work to do to get out of their situation, and a lot of work to do to make it up to their feminine. Pisces, I had an idealistic view on what a relationship should look like. You challenged that perspective and made me question my whole value system. I didn't understand what you were trying to teach me, but I do now. That's the other thing. The time and space has given this person, the masculine, time to realize maybe at the time they just felt like they were being criticized constantly, but they're seeing through it now and they're realizing that the feminine was trying to show them how to love them properly and how to look at life differently from how they'd known it. But whatever the feminine has tried to show the masculine in the past, they're seeing it now. They didn't see it before. They didn't like being challenged, but now they're recognizing why the feminine was challenging them, and that it wasn't because they were toxic, but because they wanted growth. The feminine believed in the masculine. Breaking barriers. There are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can knock down the walls for you and eventually with you. They're doing that right now. So this inner turmoil is what they're breaking through right now. Critical juncture. They're at a critical juncture. They're at this moment. I need to break free from my circumstances. I know now I have control of my life. No one is holding me captive and no one is controlling my circumstances. I recognize the power of my free will and I now choose to be happy. Breaking free from their friends, family, circumstances, their environment, moving away. So if that's looking for opportunities for work elsewhere so that they move away, not just closer to you, but for their own life path, this is the critical juncture that they're currently in their head. This is the inner turmoil they're working through in their head right now. Taking a big leap of faith for their own life. Doesn't matter what their family and friends say. They're just words at the end of the day. These people can try and guilt trip you, but at the end of the day, you can go, okay, that's your opinion. I'm doing this anyway for me. Pisces. This as well makes me think of like, I can't leave my family. I can't leave my mom. They need me for this. I need to look after them. I have to, all these excuses. Doesn't matter what I want. I have to do that. You don't have to do anything. You actually realize now they have control over their life. No one else can make them do anything unless they're actually literally tying them up and not letting them leave. They can leave whenever they want. They're an adult and they're in charge of their life. They don't have to stay where they are. They can leave. They have to realize that they can set themselves free, and they are realizing that. Watching. Even if I'm gone, I'm still connected to you in some way. I can't cut you off completely, but I'm afraid to return. My only interaction with you is through your social media. I miss you. So they're lurking on your social media, creating fake accounts to stay up to date, pretends to not care but becomes obsessive, late night scrolling on social media platforms. But you've got reinvention on the bottom, so they're reinventing themselves. I think right now, so that this is that running energy because they're still spying, but I think that they're on the cusp of making forward movement. I think they're about to come out of watching and actually make a bold move towards the feminine. I'm trying to reinvent myself and release the old me. I took you for granted, disappointed you, and deserted you when you needed me the most. So there is a big thing around this the masculine deserting the feminine time and time again in their time of need. I want to come back stronger so I can build something better with you. And that's the thing. They need to feel strong in themselves to come towards you, because otherwise they'll just fall apart again. That's why they need to be the one to take that leap of faith towards the feminine, because if they don't, they're just going to keep sitting there waiting to be chased, and that's not going to make them feel good, feel strong in themselves. Alright, let's get some advice to close this out. What is your advice, please? For the person watching, what is your advice, please? Remove unwanted stuff. So you could very well be the masculine that's watching. Remove unwanted stuff, purging, a clean sweep, unavoidable, delete. There might be some people you need to delete from your phone. Total makeover, restoring harmony. That's what I've been saying all along. The masculine has to be the one to restore harmony in this connection, be the one to make a bold move towards the feminine. And part of that is removing the unwanted from your life, that negative from your life. Making bold choices to, whether there's an offer about to come in that moves you closer to your feminine, or you need to make those, apply for those things that will move you closer to your feminine. Number 11, King of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Within 7 days, this is soon, during the spring, but March 22nd to April 21st. I think April's a big month for the masculine. Mars is about passion, taking action, being driven. This is the Emperor in this deck. Independent, active, assertive. The Emperor knows what he wants and he goes after it. He doesn't bend to other people's will. He's the initiator. The masculine needs to be the one to initiate. He's a leader. That fire within is just, I'm literally seeing someone sweeping all the dirt out of their house. But it's metaphorical, it's mentally and like physically, in the sense of like clearing out the noise around you. This is the masculine, the Emperor, King of Fire. Be bold. The Bear, CEO, boss. You're meant to be your own boss. And that's the thing too. If you can be your own boss, you could go anywhere. So you could start a business wherever you are with whatever it is you do, but they're protective. Their finances, again, finances are big here. And this is the masculine needing to feel financially stable. Could be strong, large, hairy, affluent, muscular, again, physical health. 15th of October. Summer, waxing crescent. Wait, things will unfold. Clearing the negativity is things unfolding. Major opportunities, it says. First out the gate, major opportunities, celebrating the light. There is a major opportunity coming up for the masculine that is going to create a lot of growth, and they're building strength right now because there is a lot of expansion about to happen in their life. This is Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. So those signs are important too. And I just heard King of Fire, Aries, could be a father figure that has had too much influence over this masculine too, or a masculine energy in their life, be it a friend, an uncle, whatever, Aries, or that kind of energy that's dominated too much of their life that needs to be removed, that's too stubborn and interferes in their life, or has too much influence over them, that needs to be removed. Fire, to confirm the King of Fire. There was so much fire. No wonder fire sign came out at the beginning. There was so much fire in this. Expect the unexpected. This literally, I'm seeing lighting a match under this masculine's ass. They've got a fire within, and it's like a lion roaring. They need to move forward in their life, and they're being forced through the fire. This is impulsive too. There's so much about impulse here, but there's an excitement behind it. I don't think it's impulsive in an immature way, especially because you've got the Emperor here. It's more impulsive in the, I don't want to wait anymore to start my life. I'm ready to start my life. Let's get going. I don't want to wait anymore. They're just really raring to go. They're inspired. And it might feel impulsive to them in the moment, like it's spontaneously, they're just reaching out, but they're being pushed to it. I've never really paid attention to that before though, but this triangle in the corner, I feel like someone in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. There has always been a third party that has been interfering in this, and again, could be an Aries. Someone that's just very forceful and has big opinions. Challenge the status quo. Under Bear, CEO, your own boss. Clear vision and perspective. Looking at the past, the present, and what you want your future to look like. Being proud, having new hope. Another card of opportunity. Number 19 and the letter A. 34 and the letter K. Resources, finances again. Finances are big here. There is an opportunity here to launch something for the masculine, to launch something for their income, large quantity, multiply, lavish, bodies of water, travel, investments, investing in their life. Wow. Big changes coming. The masculine needs to look into resources when it comes to this relocation, their finances, their money, their flow of money, their life. I just got a message. Sorry. Their life is about to expand greatly. This is good. I can't get over how much fire's come out here. Like even with these two, the reignited, what was the other one? Divine Counterpart. There is so much fire here. And I think the fire is pushing this masculine towards the feminine, because until it's like twin flames combining and then expanding. It's like a big bang. They need to come together too, and then their world is just going to, both of their worlds will expand together. They need to be in union to expand it. That's exciting. Should I get some initials? Let's see. If we get any initials before this runs out. Tattoo by Lorene. Maybe you two were going to have tattoos of each other, or going to get tattoos of each other. Or you will get tattoos with each other, matching tattoos. Oceans by Hillsong and Unholy Matrimony by Giveon. A.S. Cover Me Up by Morgan Wallen.